Hey, this is James Pelton. Have a video for you today. This is another project from the Constellation ecosystem. So it's Greenheart CBD. I have a ton of people asking me about this, and it is right down my alley because I do like the CBD space. One of the things that I'm looking for are projects that are in kind of emerging spaces. So cannabis in general has kind of been, illegal traditionally, whether it be CBD, THC, Delta 8, or any of these things. We're kind of starting to see the legislation be lifted on these things. So that's making the industries boom. Another thing is, since they are traditionally illegal and a lot of them are illegal federally, they're not able to get loans from the bank. So what Greenheart CBD is doing, and what I've been looking for in a lot of different projects, is they're using the blockchain and to kind of crowdsource these CBD farms. So you don't have to go to a bank because you can't. So you can use people, and there's huge returns in CBD, and Greenheart CBD starting with CBD, but they'll probably get into the THC space eventually as well. A lot of money to be made in those places. So I love too, Greenheart is using technology. So they're using drones. They're kind of partnered up with drone industry systems, but they're using drones to go through the fields, and they have infrared, multi-spectrum. Okay, I don't know anything about that side of technology. They have technology, we'll just say that can see mold on the plants. It can see plants that have bad nutrition, and it can see, again, I'm not a cannabis expert by any means. One of the things that they're looking for in these cannabis fields is they want the female plants to thrive, and they want to get rid of the male plants, I think. And so the drones can help with that as well. Rather than a farmer having to go out and manually check all these things, a drone can fly overhead and do those things. One of their big plays is the data. Okay, so again, data is the biggest asset in the world. It's what has given Google all its money, Facebook all its money. And so they're using data that they're gathering from these drones and these different cannabis farms. They're working with Constellation, put these things on the blockchain, and then they'll be able to predict, better data equals better predictions, and predictions is what makes businesses function. But they're able to predict what areas are going to do better, what the yield of certain farms are going to be. And there's going to be a lot of value in that data system, that data ecosystem that's all going to be powered by Constellation. So again, a lot of these projects that I'm looking into funnel back into Constellation and the Lattice Exchange. So and today I have an AMA with the team from Greenheart CBD. So I'll put the chapters in. You can skip around to the questions that you want answers to. So when I'm looking for where to buy a particular token, and if it doesn't say on their website, which I don't see it here, maybe it's here somewhere, but I just go to CoinMarketCap, and then you can go down to markets, and it'll show you where the liquidity is. So it's on PancakeSwap, so we know it's on the BSC network. So you can just click there, and it'll take you over to PancakeSwap, and it should put in the addresses for you. Sometimes it doesn't, so I'm just going to copy the address there, but you just trade BNB or BUSD or whatever you want. You can just paste the contract address for CBD and put in how much you want there. You can buy. Then on the app, if you go to stake, so again, I think the NFT Marketplace is not quite ready. So stay tuned, get into their Telegram or their Discord and stay tuned for when these are available. This will give you a 70% discount in the store. So definitely if you're using CBD products, it would be worth it to mint one of these just to get that 70% discount. But you can also buy CBD tokens and you can stake them. And they're currently getting about 12% on this particular Statue of Liberty pool. So they named the NFTs off of what part of the world that they're kind of doing. So I think this is a CBD farm in New Jersey, if I remember correctly. There'll be more open here, but you can just put your CBD to stake. I'm getting 17% APY, and that's staked for a year. You can early withdraw for a penalty if you need to. So that's how you would get involved. So again, if you like this, real utility, real revenue streams, things like that, please do hit the like button and subscribe. Do appreciate you guys. Yeah, here's my AMA with Greenheart CBD. All right, this is James Pelton, and I am here with the team from Greenheart CBD. One of been highly requested. Every time I make any post about anything, people comment on it and say, "Hey, you need to be looking at Greenheart CBD." So that's awesome. Could you start by introducing yourself and just give a little bit of your background?
Yeah, so I'm Paul Walsh. I'm the founder of Greenheart CBD. To give you a bit about my background is 2016, I was working as a fraud analyst for PayPal, and I noticed Bitcoin come into the system back then, and it hugely took my interest to start researching what this is, and that's when I got into the space. So, me personally, I did a lot of traveling. Met a lot of cool companies that were building out in the space, and I wanted to take what I learned back to Ireland and start to build out a company in my home. So that's kind of where Greenheart CBD started.
So could you kind of start by maybe giving us like an elevator pitch of what Greenheart CBD, what you set out to kind of build?
Yeah, of course. So we set out to help farmers in the hemp space, is the way to put it. Now, how that started is me and Mark actually jumped in with farmers and became farmers and started to grow the crop ourselves. So we were learning how this process went right through to the end sale, you could put. So what we were doing while we were in the space with the farmers is we wanted to bring technology in to help them with harvest, to help them with productivity, to help them overall with transparency of the crop itself for our customers. So we brought in AI drones, and what that did is it basically flew over the crop and had multi-spectrum imaging, record different spectrums of light on the crop. So we could then tell if there was any mold that might occur, or if there was a lack of nutrition maybe in a certain area and needed more fertilizer. Or basically, we could tell what was male and female within the crop, which is a huge thing in the hemp industry. Like, for instance, a lot of farmers across the states, James, would grow feminized seed. Now, this seed, though, could cost up to $50,000 per acre. So most farmers in Europe, they grow scattered seed, where it's a ratio of male to female. Now, this only costs anywhere between $200 to $1,000 an acre. So there's a huge price difference. But how do you remove the male plants out of the field is the question. Do you know, this is the question we were coming across with our data chain. So it's like, right, we can see the male plants, we can identify them. Now, how do we physically remove them? How do we get them out before they pollinate and create seed? How do we feminize crop outdoors to make it more profitable for farmers? If that makes sense, James.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super cool. And I love technology helping, industries do better. Like that's one of my passions is we see so much in crypto technology that's kind of worthless. It's not really doing anything. It just is,
Correct.
tokenomic games or whatever. And so I love just seeing utility and like making
Yeah,
things better in the real world. So that's awesome.
yeah. And
Um, do,
this is before we even brought it into blockchain. This is just on the start of a normal company, normal journey, getting into the CBD industry. So then when we had the crop, we did fantastically well, James, in our first year. It was all about processing that crop and selling it. There's no good having something if you can't sell it. But the product really did sell itself. So when we first launched our cold press homogenized range of oils, we went completely viral. So we sold into 49 countries. We were featured in national telly. We were in Vogue magazine. We won top 30 companies under 30 years of age. We were scaling so fast in our first year. It was incredible. Like, the company was profitable within its first year. So it could actually then think on, oh, whoa, what do we do here? The development of this company, like, it's like we have so much with the drones and the production facility now, and we've gained a lot of customers. We had tons of farmers emailing us, asking us for the drone technology and production technology. And we had tons of customers, James, asking us when our discounts were. So when's your 50% discount? When's your summer sale? Do you know what I mean? Is it going to be 50% on your Black Friday sale? So you had people that really wanted to buy bulk product and get those discounts, and then you had farmers that wanted to get the technology. So it was time to bring blockchain into the whole mix of the company. It was time to tokenize the CBD business so everybody is benefited, if that makes sense.
Yeah, could I ask you, what advantage do you feel bringing in the blockchain has made for your operation and for what you're doing?
Huge advantage. And the reason is because it's peer-to-peer decentralized finance for farmers, which means that there's no bank entity involved. which means that a farmer doesn't have to go to a bank, mortgage his property out, take a load of risk, take a loan of money to get into an industry that is highly profitable in farming. It means that he could go to a community and basically put his farm forward through a partnership agreement, where he agrees that the process of the products that he grows, part of it goes back to the community. So the company then that supplies him the technology, like the drones and production facility, they get a portion of what's sold too, which means he gets that technology for free. It's a farm technology loan. It means that the community get a portion, Greenheart gets a portion, and the farmer gets a portion, and we all work together to make a hemp operation work. If that makes sense, James.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super cool. And so I don't know how it is over in Europe, but like in the US, I don't believe CBD, definitely not THC, but I don't believe that like hemp farmers are able to get federal loans.
Yeah, you're dead right, and they have to handle cash as well, so they're not able to use credit card processors and so on. So it can be a real nightmare for the cannabis space and the CBD space when it comes to regulation. So not only is crypto highly regulated, but you got this space we're going into highly regulated and trying to fuse the both of them together. So it can be a huge challenge for a startup company that's only kind of 3 years old. We're only 1 year old in blockchain. So we have to come across those hurdles and we have to find solutions for them. So we have to find workarounds. We have to find the areas we can work in. So we have our license to import, export, and produce in New Jersey in the States. And we have a grow on currently there. So we have 5 acres of the finest CBD strain cherry wine being grown. And that's going to be ready for sales, say early October, late September.
Okay, very cool. Do you guys do any cannabis also, or is it just CBD or?
It is just CBD, but our technology actually works for both industries. Do you know what I mean? It just hasn't been integrated yet. So we can see in the future, Greenheart CBD maybe forking out into a THC token also and supplying this same infrastructure for the space, if that makes sense. The big thing about this, James, is that we've done this in the form of a community play to earn game. So when you go on to greenheartcbd.com's website, you have 2 sides to that website. You have a normal shop, which is your e-commerce shop where you use fiat currency, your dollar or your euro. If you can show it, that'd be great. Now that shop isn't live yet because our farm in America isn't open for sales. So that goes live now in late September. Our DApp side of things is where it gets really interesting. So this is where a shop enables you to the 40% discount, but this shop on the DApp is also for other CBD companies. So this is going to allow other CBD companies to upload their stock into a smart contract that enables them to sell through our token. So not only are you going to see Greenheart's products here, but you're going to see all of our partner products. Now on the staking is real life farms. So this is where the products are coming from in the shop. So this is the Statue of Liberty pool, and this is our operation in New Jersey. Now, in the metaverse reality, we're trying to use historical sites. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if it was Central America, it'd be like Machu Picchu. If it was Thailand, it'd be a Buddhist temple, and so forth and so on. Now, these metaverse realities, these staking pools, is where it enables you to get the rewards off that farm. So our current farm in New Jersey, I think the APY is over 10%, and the buyback campaign starts when the sale of products happens from that location. So what you will start to see in the staking pool is you will start to see the rewards fluctuate on a monthly basis. So as sales are coming in through the fiat side of the business and the shop side on the DApp, from that region, the 10% goes back into the staking pool. So the rewards are always replenished for the community, if that makes sense. So we have our shop where it's giving you the discounts, and we have our staking where it's giving you the rewards from our real life farms. Now we have our NFT Marketplace that kicks in. Okay, now our NFT Marketplace is where our character NFT that you buy gives you a 50% discount in store, and it gives you a 0.5% extra APR in the reward pool. So an example, James, would be if you had 1,000 tokens staked in the reward pool, the APY was 10%, you now get 10.5% out of the pool. So this is where the utility is really cool because you can get more rewards out of the pool. You get higher authority over the average stakers, if that makes sense, holding an NFT.
Yeah.
Well, this is where we're very 2D at the moment, and the company is going through a rebrand right now to basically restructure or look to be completely 3D. I want to show the play to earn game as the realities where we take these staking pools and turn them into 3D reality. So we've applied for the sandbox. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get into this year's campaign, but we are still building our approach to hopefully get into the sandbox world next year. So, like, we want to be the first CBD company in the metaverse where you can go in, shop, and get high quality products. So this is our sales channel for the farmers. This is where the community can come in and back farms and locations globally. We have farms to launch in the likes of Brazil, Thailand, Spain, Panama. So we have a lot of integration and technology happening in these locations. So if you think about this, we have our farms that are global. We have our drone technology, which is taking in the data, which is traceability to show our customers where their crops come from and how they're processed, James. And then we have our production facilities set up that when we bring raw material into them, it's weighed. When raw material comes out in product, it's counted. So you can tell how much raw material is creating how much product. We have that data chain to show what region is producing the most amount of CBD oil. It's like almost nearly a competition between countries, if that makes sense. Now, that data chain all connected up, James, is where it gets highly interested in the future. Because over the next 2-3 years, when we open up all these staking opportunities and farms, that data stream from end to end is going to be with our partner Constellation. They're going to take in all that data and they're going to notarize that data for us. They're going to sort it out basically, which means I can go to the likes of institutions, research centers, pharmaceutical companies, and sell that data and use it as selling pressure on our token. But not only that, if we have that data, which is over an 18, 24-month period, let's say, we can actually predict what these farms are going to do over a 50, 60-year period. We can say that this farm, particularly if it produces $10, $20 million of crop and product in a season over a 60-year period, the farm's worth hundreds of millions to the community, that is, because the community is getting the 10%. Now, what we're looking to do with the farmers at the moment, James, is work out another percentage sales channel for the community. So another 10% gets split to the community as a sales competition to sell this product. So this is where it could get highly interesting because the community then gets an extra 10% to push our product out as sales across social media and shops and platforms, if that makes sense.
I was wondering too. So I just did an AMA with Disc Drone Industry
Correct.
Systems. Do
Yes.
you have any? Are you working with them at all?
Yes. So we have a partnership with Disc, and what we're doing is we're working on them on the locations of hopefully drone delivery. So we have the agricultural drones, which are 6-7 foot in size, have sprayers and attachments and all sorts. But when it comes to the end product, wouldn't it be cool if we could have it delivered by drone also? Like
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
if he had drone hubs close to our farm, we could distribute the CBD across the country with drone technology. So that's where you have another data stream that comes in that connects everything up again. So the amount of data that can come in through an end-to-end channel is amazing because we collect data from seed to currency. There's no middlemen in between, James, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. I was just wondering. I was like, hey, they're doing drones. You're doing drones.
Yeah,
Seems like we
put
should
it
be
together.
partnered.
Yeah, no,
Very cool.
definitely. We're looking to partner with a lot of people connected within the Constellation community. We've been speaking to a lot of upcoming partners and a lot of incubation projects that are coming into Constellation now that I think there's a lot of synergy and a lot of fits with.
So can I ask about dates? What's on the roadmap? What are you most excited about that's coming up here on the roadmap?
So as you can see from our roadmap, we have like our UFC sponsorships. You know, for instance, Johnny's Walker's fight is coming up very soon in Las Vegas, so he's one of our big sponsors. So I'm very excited about that. But I'm really excited about getting the actual technology data streams in. So on the roadmap, you can see that we have farms opening up. And that's basically what we're in the middle of doing right now. So we want to get those data streams in because that will show the power of the system itself, if you know what I mean, James. So like basically that QR code on the product where you can scan and go straight back to the little seed where the crop popped up. I think that's going to be very powerful for a consumer because everybody wants to know where the shit's coming from now. Excuse my language.
Yeah, that's all right. No, that's okay. We'll rate this episode PG.
Love it.
Then if everything goes according to plan, where do you see things in, like, we'll say 1 year from now? If everything kind of works out how you think, where do you see Greenheart CBD in 1 year?
Oh, say, okay, so Greenheart CBD in 1 year, I want to be using Layer Zero protocol to fork out onto every chain and then be that metaverse reality on every chain where you can go to and farm and buy high quality hemp products. So I'm not joking. I'm not just talking about your CBD oils, your protein powders, your cosmetics. I'm talking about building materials, bioplastics, sustainable energy. I'm talking about breaking this plant down to 50,000 uses and then giving the farmers the infrastructure needed to create those products. And then basically doing it in the form of decentralized staking pools so everybody can win.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, well, if people watch this today and they said, "Oh, I love this. I want to be involved. I want to learn more. I want to be involved financially." What's the best way for people to learn more, get part of the community, and what's the best way for people to make some money off of this?
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so greenheartcbd.com is our website. You will get our Gitbug on the bottom, which has all of our information. We are currently just on a DEX, which is Pancake Swap, because we're on the BNB network. And then basically, if you want to get in on farming opportunities, we are the place to be. So this is where you can buy the token and stake it to earn these APYs, and you can also then use the tokens that you earn to get high quality products within our store. Now, if you really want to make money, get in early on our NFTs because I'll give one drop of bomb before we go. So our membership utility within our token means that if you hold 1 million tokens, you get a 70% discount in store. We are launching an NFT that gives you a 70% discount, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper than 1 million tokens, guys. So that utility is where a customer will want this NFT to get that 70% discount, and you have a chance to get in early and mint it. So if you want to make money with Greenheart, check out our NFT marketplace when it launches.
Thank you so much for hopping on and talking through it with us, and I think my audience will love this.
No problem. And look, if you want to say it to your audience, if you ever want to visit a Greenheart CBD farm, reach out to us. More than welcome to come in and meet the team face to face.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be great. All right, I hope you enjoyed that AMA with Greenheart CBD. Again, please hit like as we're ending up here. Stay tuned. In the next couple of days, I'll be publishing the next video for my journey to $10,000 a day in passive income. So stay tuned for that and hope everybody has a great rest of their day. Thank you.